Hey YouTube, this is just a quick review of a very small sized budget folding knife. Alright, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of this company, but it's DAJO. Alright, so DAJO. This is the Ascent knife. Alright, and I am doing this video in the very early morning, so if you hear the sounds of nature outside the window, that's why. Alright, now before I talk about this knife, just want to give a little warning. There is another knife by this company that is called the Summit knife. I would say don't buy the Summit knife. I bought one and the head of one of the screws, one of the sides of the pivot screw, the head of it actually fell off right out of the box. And I've seen two other reviews of the Summit. I believe the Summit knives are defective, at least that run of them. Right, but this knife, the Ascent knife, it's a much better story. The one I got had no problems. Now the weight on this blade is only 2 ounces, and that's the real selling point of this knife. It's so thin, it only weighs 2 ounces, and it's less than $20. Alright, here's a close-up of the knife itself. Look, you can see how small it is. I mean, it can fit, in the palm of a medium-sized hand. Alright, that is the liner lock mechanism. It does look thin, but it is solid. Okay, it doesn't have play. Right there you see the textured G10 handle scales. Open pillar construction, obviously. Stop pin there. Non-tubed lanyard hole right there. It does give a pretty good grip for its size, just because it is a little extra wide in the handle. Alright, and you see the opening mechanism is a thumb disc. Alright. And it opens fairly easy, fairly easy for a small knife. And there you see the pocket clip right there. It comes set up for a right side carry, tip down. I don't think it doesn't look adjustable, but there it is. And it does have these tweezers in the handle for some reason. So you just pull them out like that, and I don't mind them. They're not necessary, but if you do a lot of stuff outside, it is actually pretty common to get splinters. Alright, so they give you free tweezers in there. And as you can see, there's a little bit of jimping right there, and also the thumb disc serves as a place to put your thumb as well. The blade itself, you see the full flat grind. It's actually pretty nice. It does use a cheaper steel, but for a tiny little knife, who cares? I mean, this will be perfect as just a little utility blade. I'm sure it'll open packages, etc. And yeah, it is amazingly thin and light. Alright, and here you see a size comparison with some other well-known small knives. Right now, it would be good to compare this to the Boker Subcom, but I don't have a Boker Subcom, but there you see the Boker Microcom, which is actually a small fixed blade Warncliffe knife. Alright, so you see it is bigger than the Microcom, but that's not difficult to be because the Microcom is tiny. On the left is my Spyderco Dragonfly, and you can see the Ascent knife is actually shorter than the Dragonfly, and the Dragonfly is a pretty small knife. Now overall, I definitely like my Dragonfly better steel and everything, but it is well more than twice the price of the Ascent knife. Alright, so the Ascent knife, for the budget price, I think it's pretty good for, around 15 bucks. Alright, so there you go, the Ascent knife. There's not a huge amount to talk about this knife. Just wanted to say that the quality problems of the Summit knife did not apply to this knife. At least the one that I got had no problems with it out of the box. And I think it would be a great little convenient small beater knife, kind of just like a small box cutter replacement, but the price is right. It's super thin, it only weighs 2 ounces, and at that price, it'd make a nice little gift, something to get people into knives. A nice little non-threatening little small knife, for office or city I think they call it the Ascent knife because, you know, if you're going to climb mountains, you need to be as lightweight as possible, and 2 ounces is pretty lightweight. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out of here.